He ordered every newspaper in both occupied and unoccupied France to print a likeness of Darlan on its first page. The order was obeyed. But did your agents notice that somehow most of the pictures in the shop windows happened to fall face downward? Did your agents tell you proudly that every paper in France published Darlan's picture on page 1? But did they add, Mr. S., that more than half of the papers printed his picture in the 5th column? And now let's come to this new propaganda campaign which starts tomorrow in America. You know, Mr. S., Britain has eyes and ears all over Europe, even in Germany. And here we know all about your new peace offensive. It has died before it was born. Gabby Goebbels thought he could sell America this bill of goods, and the publicity from his agents there is all set to begin tomorrow. His agents will say, do the people of America know what the Lend-Lease bill really means? It means, your agents will thunder, that America is a guarantor of a British victory. By implication, this means, too, that America has a moral obligation to help the allies of Britain. Now the new order has been established in Europe. There is peace in Denmark, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Belgium, Holland, France, Norway, Greece, Yugoslavia. Any American interference or aid will result in civil war in these countries, which are now happy under German protection. If America persists in helping Britain, it will mean chaos on the continent. That is the ingenious argument formulated by yourself and the good doctor. Some of your argument is true. America will continue to help Britain help the people of the countries you have temporarily conquered. You bet there'll be chaos on the continent, and heads will fall, and there will be just retribution. You say there is peace in countries in which you now hold temporary sway. Not peace, Mr. Schicklgruber, but paralysis. A paralysis which will only be temporary. Today, the continent is a vast prison under martial law. You're right in saying that under the terms of the Lend-Lease bill, my country owes a moral obligation to help Britain put her fallen allies on their feet again. The people of my country won't be surprised tomorrow when you point out that the Lend-Lease bill was, in fact, a declaration of war against you. Mr. Schicklgruber, you have given orders to all of the continent which is under your control to publish prominently the speeches of Senator Wheeler, Mr. Hoover, Colonel Lindbergh, and others whom we loosely call isolationists. Don't take too much comfort from their speeches. Don't forget that they are just as American as are those of us who are 100% for even stronger intervention. They follow their own star, and if millions of us think that it is a lone star in an artificial sky, we also realize that this is their privilege, and we would fight rather than have their views suppressed. Mr. Schickelgruber, I hope I've proven to you that you are wasting a lot of right marks on your futile propaganda. Do you think that you have really made the people of Germany believe that their wretched life is paradise? Do you believe that you have made the people of England and America believe that the heaven of freedom they enjoy is actually a hell? Yes, we laugh at your propaganda now. Remember when your Mr. Hess landed here? Poor Dr. Goebbels was in a spot. How could he explain that one away? But he thought of something. He told the world that Hess had come here to save humanity. You and I know better than that, Mr. S. We know that Hess didn't come here to save humanity. He came here to see humanity. Lies haven't worked, Mr. S. Poor little Gabby. He has made so many mistakes. And so have you, Mr. S. Your greatest mistake was to awake the dead here in England. When you bombed Plymouth, Francis Drake came out of his legendary past to live once more in the city from which he so often sailed. Remember his song, Mr. S. Take my drum to England, hang it by the shore, strike it when the powder's running dry. If the Dons sight Devon, I'll quit the port of heaven, and we'll drum them up the channel as we drummed them long ago. And when slap-happy Herman's futile fusiliers bombed and machine-gun lightships, do you think then that Nelson slept? Once more Nelson roused, and today his spirit rides the bridge of every ship that flies the British flag. It is dangerous to awake the dead, Mr. S. Do you think then that Wellington slumbers in his grave, or that Allenby sleeps? Old soldiers never die, Mr. S. Do you notice that thousands of naval officers wear their caps at a jaunty angle, half covering one eye? You know then that Beatty, the hero of Jutland, still lives. It is dangerous to awake the dead. Their spirits slip easily from their shrouds to walk the streets of Britain. They live again in the hearts of men, and they know that they did not die in vain. They know that this island is as unassailable as truth. These gallant ghosts of the past know that they will be joined soon by thousands of their countrymen, by men and women who are alive tonight. But who in this island fears death if he may then walk with Drake and Nelson and Beatty and the other immortals? It is dangerous to awake the dead. That's all, Mr. S. Yet one more word. Do you think for a moment that a man bearing the name of Winston Churchill will ever bend his knee to anyone named Schickelgruber? Really, Mr. S. Really?